The Sports Kings are MeanGene and Dustin Phifer. We have all the latest news and analysis on the NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. The Sports Kings are on iHeartRadio every week. You can also listen with Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Here are your hosts, Dustin, MeanGene.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Kings show here live from Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. And we are getting ready for our 2022 fantasy football draft. Let me introduce all the interested parties now. We have Dustin Phifer, folks, my co-host there, who covers the Carolina Panthers and the Charlotte Hornets. He's actually on StreamYard. So we're actually able to look at Dustin here. And then we also have him here on the line with us. Dustin, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, what's going on, Gene? It's great to be back. I got to say, I got on the camera, I saw that backdrop, and it immediately made me want to be there in Vegas with you. You know I'm missing it. But a close second, I am sitting out and looking out my window, looking at the waves crashing on the ocean on vacation. So
get out of here.
Maybe not as good as Vegas, but I can still live with what I got right now.
Hey, man, I'll take that vacation anytime. And I want to go ahead and introduce this guy, folks, who I did a show with him over 20-something years ago at a station called KHPY in Moreno Valley. I recruited him. He's been a loyal friend of mine for the longest. Please welcome to the show, Denny Sharma. Denny.
MeanGene.
Man.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Hey, Dustin, he's wearing this Cowboys.
Hang on. You knew I was about to say something. I've been telling you and Jeff this whole time that, I'm tired of Steelers fans. But that didn't mean come on here and bring a Cowboys fan onto the show now. So now, it's definitely going to be some back and forth these next couple of days.
I love it. Good, bad, and ugly. Every time I wear something Cowboy blue, everybody has to say something. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I'm glad you're on and ready to talk football. So.
Well, hey, the draft is about to start, guys. And I know we got some other guys online as well. And I'm going to move around here. I think, Denny,
first
auto
pick
draft.
is in.
Oh, you got okay. All right, Dustin, are you ready there?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, so it's MeanGene? Is it me? Is it my time?
No, pick number 2,
like
Mr. Ragger.
We're on pick number 2.
Oh, okay, all right.
And I'm picking 8.
Okay, so am I on the right page here? Am I supposed to be somewhere else?
No, you're good.
Okay, all right. So, well, let's just see. This is just my little cheat sheet here, but this is the mock one. So, you sure I need to be on this?
Yeah, you'll see it when the.
Okay, when my pick comes up.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, you good to go?
I'm good to go. It looks like we've had some running backs go in the first couple picks. Jonathan Taylor, number 1 overall, and we know how he's done in Indianapolis. He's going to be a big-time player for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Terry Hopkins there. He's got the 5th pick there. Look like Terry. Well, who did he take there? Look like he got Cooper Kupp. Oh my goodness! All right, so CC's crazy team. Who is that? Denny? Is that?
That's actually my father-in-law.
Oh, that's your father-in-law. Okay, that's right. Yeah, you did.
Chuck Lomax. I'll give him a shout out. He's in there with us on our Sports King League this year.
Okay, good. Hey, Chuck. Welcome to the Sports King show here because you're on the show with us, and then welcome to the fantasy football draft there. So, all right, let's see who we got now. So we're waiting for Chuck is his name, right?
Yep. He's actually here on vacation with me, so he may be upstairs hanging out. So
hey,
got the auto draft set going on right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm gonna pick live. I didn't set up any auto draft, so we're good to go. So we got a lot of folks on in the room. Are these our fantasy football folks or just fans?
I recognize one team manager, but
Dalvin Cook just went, and you're up to pick.
So I am up for pick here, and it's my time. So what? Did I just click on any one of these, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Who would you like to take at number 7, Gene?
I tell you what. I think I'm gonna go Jamar Chase.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it's my pick, and I've been trying to would like to get a running back first and get him off the board. Hope he comes back healthy this year and has a big year. I'm going to take Derrick Henry and hope he continues that good workload that he has.
Hey, man, a big pickup there. I tell you, he's going to have a lot of work to do in that backfield for Tennessee. So good pick there. So we have we have Hugh Jazz Melons. Okay, I think we can say that.
I think you're safe.
I think I'm safe. I don't see any kids around. Okay, so we're good
That
here.
is a family member of mine.
Is that a family
Yeah,
member?
I won't
Okay.
name him.
Okay.
But
We won't publicly name him, right?
Yeah.
All right, Hugh. Well, he already made a pick there, so he took Joe Mixon for the Cincinnati Bengals running back with the 9th pick there.
And Gina, I see your Pittsburgh Steelers running back Najee Harris is the next top running back on the board.
Yeah, he is. He is. Log jamming there.
that's another friend of
That's
mine.
another,
Remains
are all of these Cowboy fans like you?
No,
Oh,
no.
God. Okay,
Now,
good.
I did notice that Jacob had the last pick of our draft in the first round. Gina, so.
Oh, yeah. Jacob is here. What is his name? Jacob? Are you there? If you're in the chat room there on Podbean Live, send us a text there. Let me know what's going on. So log jamming is still kind of waiting. It's 3.
Najee Harris.
So he
just went
took.
off the
Okay,
board.
so he is not on the board now.
Najee and
So-
Devontae back
And
to back.
Devontae Adams just went off the board as well. That was
Okay,
the guy I was
so
hoping to pick.
Devontae Adams. Okay, he took both of those.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going backwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got Hugh Jazz Melons again.
Huge
Oh, I know.
Jazz
Oh, I know what it said.
All right,
I'm breaking it down.
My pick is up. My pick is up now, Gene.
Okay,
And I'm thinking,
Dustin's
do I wanna go
definitive.
Back-to-back running backs, or do I want to get a receiver? And I know that he's going to split the load a little bit, but I think with Devontae Adams gone, they're going to need him. So I'm going to take Aaron Jones from the Packers.
Wow.
You know,
Okay. All right. Okay.
I like to say I had the number 1 pick, and that's usually
I think it's
a
my
good
pick,
thing or
huh?
a bad pick, right? Or a good
It
pick
is
or
your
a
pick.
bad could be bad, right? But there's no
Yeah, you
safe.
never
Nothing.
know.
There's nothing safe, right? We go for.
No.
Typically, it's been running backs. You know, there's been some really high-end receivers going in the first round.
Okay.
But anything can happen, right? So, what I like is when you guys are looking at this
Uh-huh.
is filling up that core.
Right.
2 receivers, 2 running backs. Well, as I said that, Josh Allen gets off the board.
Well, yeah. Well, look.
He was
Look.
going to be the first quarterback to get snagged.
I quietly picked Ezekiel Elliott as a running back.
Now, I wanted to ask you.
Quiet-
about that, Gene.
quietly.
You got Denny sitting there with the Cowboys. Do we
Well,
expect Ezekiel to
That
have a
was no
bounce back
influence. I had Zeke when he was a rookie, but I'm thinking because he picked up so much slack for just slacking off after he got that big money that he might be willing to, especially with the Cowboys receivers being sort of banged up a little bit. I think they're going to go hard at Zeke to start the season.
I think so too.
Yeah. So we got. So is that Mr. Rager? Is that one of yours?
Yep.
Okay.
The one thing that Denny said, he had the first pick, which is good. You get a top guy, but then you got to wait a while to get that second pick coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Superfly Sharma. That's Denny, Dustin. I'm still trying to find out what's Jacob's name.
His name in here is
Was it-
Dream Team Adjacent.
Oh, okay. So Dream Team. 'Cause I haven't seen who he picked here lately. Man, I got some catching up to do here. There's a lot of good players still there. Saquon Barkley, Leonard Fournette, Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, Tyreek Hill.
I see that Denny took Travis Kelce.
Oh, he did. Superfly Sharma.
All right, I'm thinking.
Do you remember
I'm
Superfly
thinking.
Snooker?
Well, that's where
Yes.
That's-
MeanGene. I'm sticking to the wrestling theme here.
Yeah, I see. I got you. Okay. So, folks, once again, we are podcasting live from Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. It is our
Right.
2022 NFL Fantasy Football Draft. We're doing it live, okay? We're streaming on Podbean Live. We're on iHeartRadio. We are on StreamYard. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live. We're all over the place here. And we made technology happen today. Okay, wait a minute. So, Jacob, looked like Jacob. Dream Team Adjacent tucked Saquon Barkley. I guess he heard me mentioned Saquon was still on the board. Another running back.
Another guy. Do we think we'll have a bounce back year?
Will he have a bounce back year? Because I don't know, but Jacob, good pick.
I like his confidence though, Saquon. I skipped him, not just because I'm a Cowboy fan, but because there's
it's okay to draft a giant.
I know. We need everybody, and I would say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I have some of my buddies on here that I'm in my other fantasy league, and they love to talk trash, which is great, which is what fantasy is all about. And I'd say I haven't won a fantasy league with them in a while, or ever. But in my other league, last year, I'm happy to announce I won that league, and it was because of Deebo Samuels, right?
Okay.
As a Cowboy fan,
I won last year because of Deebo.
As Deebo, right?
Yes,
but as
indeed.
a Cowboy fan, I typically stay away from 49ers, Giants, Eagles, but you can't do that. You got to put your got to pick what the numbers say.
You got to go with it. You're right.
Don't
and
pick with your heart.
And look, and if you guys are on Yahoo, I mean, it's telling you fantasy points they racked up last year. It's got the stats. It's got the whole 9 yards. So CC's crazy team is on the board now. Leonard Fournette was just taken by. Was that Terry T Hop? I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay. So Terry took Leonard Fournette. Very interesting. Good running back there. They will use him along with. Is Jones in the backfield there too, Dustin, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
No, Ronald Jones actually signed with the Kansas City Chiefs.
So he's out of there.
They've got Leonard Fournette. I think they re-signed Gio Bernard, so they kind of got that combo.
So it's MeanGene's time here. So you know what? I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill.
Don't do it, Gene.
I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. I got to. I got
live on the air.
I got to go with Tyreek Hill because I have to see, and then I'm probably going to be forced to pick in the later round Tua. To see how this combination is going to work. So, yes.
Hey, I love that play when you do a combo with the quarterback and the receiver or the tight end.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a risk because I know you try to get those running backs and receivers before you get your quarterback, and I did get 2 running backs. I don't have a receiver, but because you took Tyreek Hill, who I wanted, I think I'm going to go off the board here, and I'm going to take Gene, who we talked when we were in Vegas. We talked about this.
Okay.
I think this guy's going to be an MVP candidate. So I'm going to go a little high with my quarterback, and I'm going to take Justin Herbert.
Oh, good one. Oh, my goodness. That is a good one. Oh, wow.
I still need some receivers, but if you give me Justin Herbert, you've got 2 running backs now. So I like what I'm building. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, huge ass melons went very quick.
And Patrick Mahomes goes off the board, so that's 2.
Well, Mahomes is off the board.
There's always a run.
Oh wow, that's who he took. Patrick Mahomes. He did. All right, so we got log jamming with the 30th pick of the 2022 fantasy football draft here. The Sports Kings fantasy football draft, by the way. Hey, guys, don't forget, we need your $50. So, Denny, now that you can see Denny's face, you can trust that he's going to do well with your money. Denny, they didn't want to send you money because they didn't know who you were.
Where it was going, right?
Yeah, they didn't know. Yeah. So, no, so Denny's going to be the keeper of the money. $300 for the winner, $150 for second place, and third place gets the $50.
Your money back,
yeah, so you get your money back at third place. So that's where that's going to be going. So
log
we have
jamming, loading up on 2 receivers.
So log jamming 2. Well, I got my 2 receivers off the board. Michael Pittman Jr. is a good pick, Dustin. That guy.
He is. With Matt Ryan being there.
With Matt Ryan,
he should be able to have
yes. So James Conner. So huge ass melons got James Conner.
I'm back up again.
Dustin,
I need a receiver.
You going with a receiver?
I'm going with the receiver. Really trying to think of who I want to take here, and I think this is going to be big, Gene. We're going to preview the NFC East tomorrow, but one of the quarterbacks that has the biggest pressure on them is Jalen Hurts. But I think with them adding a weapon like A.J. Brown to go along Devontae Smith, I really like what they're doing in Philly. So I'm going to take A.J. Brown in his first year in Philly to have a really big year, and so I'm going to go ahead and draft him as my first receiver.
Good stuff. Well, it looks like MeanGene's turn. So A.J. Brown, Philly. Okay, I think that's supposed. A lot of people would disagree that Philly is supposed to win the NFC East. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. But
Yes, we will.
I got to get another running back here, guys. And I'm looking at, I don't know what Travis Etienne is going to do. I'm a little worried coming back from an injury because he never really got his career going. Breece Hall is there. I don't know. Occasionally, I like to take a bad player. I like to take
Cam Akers there as
I
well.
like to take a good player on a bad team, and I don't know if Breece Hall is the one. But you know what though? I tell you who I like. If they say that they're going to throw the ball a lot to AJ Dillon, I think I might go with the Dillon. I think. Nope, that ain't who I want. How do I get that one out? Nope, I want AJ Dillon. That's who I'm going with.
Go click on A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah, that's who I'm going to go with as my other running back.
Well, it's interesting that you got that, Gene, because now you have A.J. Dillon and I have Aaron Jones. So we're going to see what the load split's like.
Yeah, because they said they was going to be throwing the ball like, 25 times to those guys.
Now, I didn't want to help you out, obviously, because we're competing against each other.
Right.
You mentioned Travis Etienne.
Yes.
And I think, obviously he's coming off an injury, but being down here in the South, I watched him at Clemson. He's going to be that, not necessarily to a Christian McCaffrey type level, but he is a running back that can catch out of the backfield and run the ball.
Yeah.
And like you said, on a bad team who's playing catch up a lot, and he's got a good relationship with his quarterback, Trevor Lawrence from college.
Yeah.
I think if he stays healthy, he could have a big year for the Jaguars.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. And we're going to try to get Travis Etienne on this show at some point in time during the career. It might be during the bye week. Got to look and see what that looks like. But Cruz is up now, drafting with the 37th pick of our fantasy football draft, coming to you from the Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. 4455 Paradise Road. A lot of folks in the hotel lobby. Dustin, like last week, wish we could turn the camera around so you can see the lines along. It's just been a great weekend so far. Denny just impressed with everything, Dustin.
Oh, yeah, this is a great setup.
Seeing that backdrop just makes it feel like
You see our new Sports Kings logo now?
I do, and so everything looks great. That's our home now.
This is home, man.
And I saw the people back there, so make sure you tell all our staff I said hey and I miss them.
Oh, I will. I will, because Christina's right behind me here. Dustin says hello, Christina. He's right there. Yeah, you can come on and wave at him. Yeah,
come on, let me tell her hey.
She's running the show here today. so yeah, we having a great time. So Superfly Sharma, he's busy over here at work, so let me fill in the talk time for him. I don't know what he's up to. When he gets quiet like this,
I'm analyzing my picks.
You got 25 seconds to analyze.
Well, let me tell you what, Gene. Kyle Pitts just went off the board.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about him. Oh,
I'm going back to back.
For Atlanta.
Mr. Rager got. Oh man, I do need to start looking at a tight end. Oh my goodness.
And Denny just picked a great pick. I got to give him credit. He picked Cortland Sutton. I think Cortland Sutton's going to have a big year with Russell Wilson throwing.
No doubt.
Oh,
no doubt.
You talking Mike Williams with the L.A. Chargers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, they got Keenan Allen too, so it's always interesting to see. They kind of take numbers away from each other, though, don't they, Dustin?
Yeah, but there's enough footballs to throw around.
There is Justin Herbert slinging it. Hopefully, my guy Justin Herbert that I drafted will throw.
Well, I think that guy. I think he's in for a record year. Who got Josh Allen? I need to go back in the notes and see.
Let's take a look. I'll try to find that while you're.
Yeah, because and I need to know who got Stephon Diggs too, because
CC's crazy team got Josh Allen.
Okay, so Dream Team.
My father-in-law jumped in to get Josh Allen.
Oh, he got Josh Allen. Okay. Dream Team adjacent, I think that's going to be Jacob.
That's Jacob. Right?
Jacob just took Terry McLaurin from the Washington Commanders.
Well, if Jacob's listening, I was going to mention this to you.
Is he on our? Is he on our?
I can't tell right now.
Okay.
But I was going to tell you, sticking with the wrestling theme, MeanGene, Superfly Sharma.
Okay, I got
Jake
it.
the Snake.
Who's Jake the Snake?
Jacob.
That's the name. He should have tucked that.
Yeah.
Can a player go in and change their name?
Oh yeah.
So hey Jacob, if you're listening, which you will be listening because him and Mr. Picks, they already did their show, Dustin. So you got to watch it. They have already picked the games on the Picks Are In show. They already made the picks for today's the week 3 of the preseason. So Cruz, who is Cruz? Where's Cruz hanging out at?
All right, so I did invite a fellow Cowboy fan.
Okay, Cruz, we're gonna kick you out the league before it starts. We can only have one Cowboys fan in our league.
Gene, I hate to ask you for some advice since we're competing against each other, but Deontay Johnson is sitting out there as a receiver for the Steelers. I need to know what kind of year you think he's going to have out there with one of those quarterbacks.
Oh.
Well, I tell you this came up before years ago because they used to say, well, there's nobody throwing it to him, right? Because you've got two quarterbacks that they're uncertain. But just like you just said a little while ago, a good player on a bad team.
Yeah.
There's going to be balls thrown. And I do like Deontay Johnson for that reason. And we shouldn't be talking about future because then you're going to steal my pick. But there's the rookie, because I'm going to be open and honest here. The rookie looks really good too, and I've been doing some mock drafts
for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickens, yeah.
Pickens,
That's the rookie that everybody really
yeah. So if you're in a
Pickens,
dynasty league out there, that's a great pickup between him and Sky Moore over at KC.
Okay.
Two rookie wide receivers that could be. Maybe it's not this year. They could be the next CD Lamb.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And they might be great role receivers underneath the number one receiver right now. So even though Deontay's number one, George Pickens looked great in training camp. They were talking a lot about him.
Dustin's about to make his pick there. Look, he's focused in there.
He's searching for
You went with DK Metcalf.
I took a flyer. I
so
don't like the receivers and tight ends that are out there. The receivers and tight end group got thin very fast.
Well, I quietly got Darren Waller off the board before anybody.
See, how did you get the pick before me, Gene? You're taking all my picks.
Look here. I'm in Las Vegas. I had to get Darren Waller. Why wouldn't I? I got to have one Vegas Raiders player on my team.
I saw Waller and Kittle. And then
I saw Kittle. I almost went with Kittle.
Listen, Denny just said it. Like DK Metcalf, he's got a terrible quarterback throwing to him. Geno Smith, Drew Lock, neither one of them are great. But he did just get a new contract. He's still going to be the focal point of that offense.
No doubt.
I'm going to take a chance at him to still get some points and put him up on the board.
Yeah, I agree. He's got to be the go-to guy regardless of who's quarterback there in Seattle. So I agree with you. So we got log jamming. So, okay, Deontay Johnson was drafted. He was drafted by
I think people are listening.
I think they are listening. Well, hey, look, that's the purpose. That's the purpose of the fantasy show. Okay, we're going to give you our thoughts and opinions, of course, but you ultimately have to make that decision, and that's your team. So
I'm gonna call
maybe
out
we should start
jam.
giving bad advice, Dustin.
Yeah, I'm going to call out log jamming here for a second.
Well, since you talked about Vegas, Gene, let's ask this real quick. We talked about this on the first Raiders preseason game, how it was very surprising in the Hall of Fame game that Josh Jacobs was getting some playing time in that starting game.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is still on the board as a starting running back late here. What do we think he's going to do this year with those Raiders?
I think the fact that he's still on the board, I think the expectations are very low because at one particular time, the Raiders were going to get rid of him. And I think the reason why they played him so early in that preseason is that they really wanted to kind of see where they stood with him and if they were going to keep him or not. That's my opinion on that. So, Dustin, you back up here.
I'm back up again. I've got to get a tight end, and I'm really trying to go between this. Here we go again, Denny. I'm going between Cowboys and Eagles. We got Schultz and we got Goddard, and I think both are going to.
Oh, Goddard! Oh my goodness!
But I kind of think Schultz might have a really good year with some of these receivers being banged up and Amari Cooper gone. Dak's really going to have to rely on one of those security blankets. And I think Schultz is kind of primed for a year, so I'm going to take a chance on him and take him as my tight end.
I like that.
Wow. MeanGene is up. Oh, I don't have a quarterback, and I am looking here.
Still no quarterback, Gene. Let's see.
We still have two divisions. I think three divisions. I think we still have the NFC East. We didn't do the AFC North, and we didn't do the NFC North. Did we do?
NFC North.
We didn't,
North,
right?
Those are the three. Yeah.
And I'm going to just, give a little extra here. A lot of people in the media have the Minnesota Vikings winning that division. So if they're thinking the Vikings are going to win that division, then I'm thinking Kirk Cousins is going to be successful.
Well, go ahead, Gene.
So,
Just let him be. Let him do you.
And then, he's got the Jefferson kid there. I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins is going to be drafted by.
Gene, can I just say something?
Yes.
You just took Kirk Cousins over Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, and Lamar Jackson.
Well, look, Lamar. I don't know. Lamar's got $200 million on his mind that he may or may not get.
As you just said that.
Joe Burrow. You took him over Joe Burrow.
No, I did not want to take Joe. I don't think the Bengals are going to have that repeat success. I really don't. I don't. I'm going to go with the division winner, Kirk Cousins. I think he's going to be just as successful. Not saying he was the best.
Okay.
I give this advice, too, when it comes to fantasy. If you want somebody, just get them.
Yeah. I know what Dustin is saying, though. It makes a lot of sense. Hey, look. And these guys, look.
I say that because we're competing.
How much I rave about Joe Burrow.
I know. I know. And look, I saw him, Dustin. I knew he was going to get me on that. And look, but no one else has drafted him either. He's been there. We're in the what round now? We're in the 6th round. And no one has took Joe Burrow, a guy that made it to the Super Bowl. So
Tom Brady's still on the board.
Tom Brady's still on the board. Trey Lance, all of these starting quarterbacks.
Guess who else, Gene?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Dak Prescott.
They're all on the board.
See, this is interesting stuff here. So just.
So you also took Kirk Cousins over Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. Aaron Rodgers is just a bit much for me.
And as we say it, Denny takes Kyler Murray.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Dustin, with no Devontae Adams, I'm just not buying the and the way he berated his wide receivers. He doesn't even have confidence in his wide receivers. So there was just no way I could take Aaron Rodgers.
He doesn't, and you're right. He may take a little step back, but let's not forget he's also had games where he could have thrown to me and you and got some catches because he's still pretty good.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
Like I said, Denny over there with the Kyler
quietly.
I'm just listening as I take Josh Jacobs as well.
When he gets quiet like this, he's up to. Okay, look here.
There he goes. He took our advice. He took Josh Jacobs.
Okay. So. All right, Jacob looks like Dream Team adjacent is up. He's probably going to take one of these quarterbacks that we've been talking about. Jacob, if you're listening, who did he take? And he did. He got Joe Burrow, so he is listening. I know for a fact he's listening.
We got some good influence on these guys, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe we should just shut up and talk about the weather.
Should we talk up?
Now look, Gene, Gene's got me talking so much on the show that I missed a pick, and somehow
you did an auto pick. You did an auto pick. You got Cam Akers.
I don't know how.
Oh wow. Well,
so let's hope he has a bounce back year for the Rams.
Okay, there's still some good players on the board.
I'm getting love everywhere.
Yeah, I was looking
Hey.
and Gene, here's a guy that we haven't talked about in almost 2 years that's still on the board. How about Michael Thomas coming back from the Saints?
You're right about that.
He used to be a top receiver in the league, and now he's still on the board.
That's what we're going to talk about.
But you got to
talk about Michael Thomas for a
You
second.
got to think, Dustin, that we can do a separate show on the comeback player of the year. This is going to be an interesting contest for the comeback player of the year. So many players out there. Okay, all right. I'm not going to let you guys distract me. But look, should I go with another quarterback? Look, if I took Tyreek Hill, Tua might be on that list. But Tom Brady, so my choices are Tom Brady, Trey Lance, Dak Prescott. But you know what? Let me go. Let's see what other running backs are out there.
I was hoping you'd just do that.
Yeah, I don't like the running backs out there. I really don't.
That's what happened, Gene. I went to pick Dalton Schultz, and it gave me Cam Akers.
Oh,
I didn't even get my tight end.
Man, I'm really stuck here.
So now I gotta go with Goddard.
I tell you what, Hunter Renfrow. How about that?
Man, gosh, Gene, you were like in my brain.
Hunter Renfrow. I got 2 Raiders on my team now.
Listen, think about the year that Hunter Renfrow had last year.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
You throw Devontae Adams in there, he's only going to be open even more. I mean, this
Thank
guy's
you.
just that slot receiver that catches everything.
Thank you.
You're totally right.
For some reason, it didn't give me Dalton Schultz, Denny's guy, for some reason. So now I need a tight end. So now I am going to have to take Goddard from the Eagles.
Well,
You're so right. Some of these receivers that coming up as receiver, the second guy in line, right? But
Yes.
it's a great analogy. I'm going to talk about my Cowboys first. I know we're going to talk about the East tomorrow, but talk about the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb was that number 2.
yeah.
Who is now the number 1.
Who
So-
took CeeDee Lamb, by the way?
But it'd be really
big
interesting to see if he steps up, or does he maybe have an average year in some people's eyes, because they're expecting him to come up to receiver number 1 quickly
Yes.
in his second year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So same thing happened to Juju Smith in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
When he wasn't the number 1, when Antonio Brown was number 1, Juju Brown started coming up, and then all of a sudden he fell off because he was better when somebody else is on the other side.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what Smith shoots to do in Kansas City. He could actually come out and just surprise everybody,
Exactly.
Dustin. You know,
Exactly.
I mean,
But the
Oh, no,
offense
he-
there
he
goes through
definitely
Kelsey.
He could have a bounce back year.
Yep.
yeah. So, okay, so we're at round 8, and we're at the 71st pick here, and Log Jamming is on the board. Log Jamming just tucked Clyde, Edwards-Helaire for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know what kind of running game they're going to have this year, but
Well,
he was pretty.
They have a great system when it comes to running.
Yeah. Well, Andy Reid always
You
put
could
something
slide,
together.
You can slide somebody in
Yeah,
there. But
yeah.
Log Jamming, I got to give a shout out to Log Jamming because he was the winner of our fantasy league last year. So
Okay.
if you look at his strategy, I can call him out now because he's already done this. But his
Okay.
picks, and he's doing something right?
You got
so
some
he
of his-
went
some of his
heavy
history?
on the receivers.
What, in your last year?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
right
about
now.
right now. He
Okay.
went heavy on 4 receivers already. And so without, if we were live or if he was on, I would say, "What? You don't have a quarterback." And maybe he'll take a quarterback. Oh, no,
He just took Antonio Gibson.
to another running back. So
running
he's
back.
loading up on the
Du-
receivers.
Dustin, you're coming up next at
Okay.
coming up next here with the 73rd pick. So Hugh Jazz Melons is
Yeah, I'm
up
gonna
now.
Try to grab another.
All right,
receiver.
Dustin. Dustin's definitive team is up with the 73rd pick of the Sports Kings 2022 NFL Fantasy Football Draft. Folks, once again, we are broadcasting, streaming live on Podbean, folks. You folks out there looking at us there, me and Denny. We got Dustin there. We looking at Dustin. He's at home. Well, no, he's not at home. He's on a beach somewhere, just kicking.
On a beach.
He's on a beach, undisclosed location. How about we say that, right?
Listen, I've got three receivers that I'm looking at here. I got
And you
Bateman,
picking-
I think Bateman could have a good year coming in his second year in the league with Lamar Jackson. But there's also, we talked about Michael Thomas, and then there's also Adam Thielen out there. You talked about Kirk Cousins.
Ooh.
Everybody talks about Justin Jefferson, but Adam Thielen always gets it done too. So I think I'm going to take a chance and take Adam Thielen. And hopefully, Kirk Cousins will throw the ball, like you said, to do a lot of touchdowns to him. So
Well, it's Mean Gene's time here, and I'm gonna get another quarterback. I gotta have a backup here, and I think right now, you're gonna be shocked. You know what? It's not gonna be Tom Brady,
yeah.
but it's more than likely going to be a quarterback that throws the ball a lot. And as much as I talk about him,
Oh, I see it.
I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers.
I see it.
Gee. Come on, here we go.
As much as I talk about him, I'm not stupid, okay? We're talking about the MVP. Come on now.
Tell you what, another guy that throws a lot is still sitting out there, and I'm not going to mention his name because he'll probably get grabbed.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to see if I can grab him as my backup. And I'm
See-
surprised Denny hasn't maybe tried to sneak in there and get Dak to go ahead and put him on his team.
Yeah, I almost got Dak. CC's crazy team just got Tom Brady, so he's listening because everybody knows these quarterbacks are there.
So he's got
And-
Josh Allen and Tom Brady.
Terry Hopkins, he went quick. Okay, our first defense is gone off the board.
Who's that?
I think he took the San Francisco 49ers defense.
That's the second defense.
Oh, it's the
Buffalo
second?
went first, and then San Francisco.
Who was the first one that went?
Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo's defense? Okay.
And there goes Trey Lance.
So,
What kind of year
wow,
do you think
another
he's gonna have
defense.
with the 49ers?
Oh, man, we're moving.
Super Flash.
Damian
Sharma,
Pierce.
What am I gonna do now?
Mr. Razor Tuck, Damian Pierce, Houston Texans running back, and Dream Team adjacent. That's Jacob Tuck, Green Bay's defense. Just to recap, and Cruz Tuck, Trey Lance.
All right, I'm not gonna follow you guys. I'm not going defense, and I'm not going quarterback.
What you say, Dustin?
We talked, and Gene, we talked about the NFC West with Trey Lance off the board. That's going to be an interesting one to watch to see what kind of year he has, because the 49ers really are ready to win now. And if he can step up and just be a really game manager quarterback, almost like Jimmy G, maybe a little better, the 49ers can make some noise this year. Yeah,
you're right. You're absolutely right. So you know what, Denny, we don't want to lose our thing here. We got to probably charge up the phone there. It look like we're about to run out of juice over there on the phone. So hey, I'm gonna go and make that happen. You guys keep talking there, so we don't want to lose that.
So I'm on my wraparound right now. So I just took Amari Cooper, which kind of sounds like a homer pick, but I think he is going to be the number one in Cleveland. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm kind of following log jamming over here and loading up on some receivers, because we know it's that kind of game these days. I don't like the backup quarterback yet, and this might be a flyer taking Michael Thomas at this point. I got 10 seconds. You know what?
Took a defense, huh?
No, I kind of changed it up on all you guys.
I think you're up to no good.
Rams defense.
Rams defense. They should be very good again this year. And look, we just had Jacob take a first kicker off the board. He's taking Justin Tucker. So we know he's the best kicker in the league, but it's got a first kicker to come off the board.
And Tony Pollard, I was looking for him again. It's one of those things I hoped for, and I thought maybe it'd be a little too early to go for Pollard, but somebody did snatch him up already. And we got to run on kickers. This tends to happen when you see one kicker go off, and everybody wants a top kicker. Or, the strategy sometimes, the mentality is, well, I can always get a kicker at the end or a defense at the end. However, those guys, you get a top kicker and top defense, and they score that 15 to 20 range any given week, that can make or break your week.
Hey, I'm back.
I think it's a great run, or it's a big run right now on kickers.
Okay.
And I'm going to end up not getting a top 5 kicker.
Oh.
It makes a difference, especially with the special teams and the defense. Those guys can make a big difference in a game at the end of the week. So
you guys don't really want to help me out there, right? But guess what? I'm going to take Darnell Mooney, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears, because like what I see in the preseason, and they think he could make Justin Fields look a whole lot better and make his job easier. So there we go.
Well, it's my pick, and we've talked about this guy for a long time, and I've already kind of stacked up on receivers. So even if I take him and something happens and he falls through, it shouldn't be that big of a disappointment. But with Kamara in some legal trouble, and who knows what's going to happen to him.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm going to take a flyer on Michael Thomas to see if he can at least get close to being one of those top receivers he was in the league a couple of years ago.
I saw that, Dustin, as I'm trying to make sure we're still talking with our Podbean Live folks. If you can't hear us there, Denny, they may not be able to hear you because you're way over there. But anyway, we're still doing our fantasy football draft here, guys. So, Dustin, I thought about that. I saw Michael Thomas, and he might be the comeback player of the year. He just might be that one. You never know.
Yeah, with all those injuries last year, that you're right. We can have a whole episode just on comeback players.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, is he considered a comeback player? He missed a lot of games for the end of the year, right? And he can break out. They said he was 10 pounds heavier and stronger.
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Oh, I couldn't imagine him being any stronger.
And then my guy down in my town, Gene, we talk about all the time, that's been getting hurt a lot, Christian McCaffrey. Can he come back and be one of those guys to stay healthy for a full season?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have been meaning to ask you about because a couple of years ago he was the number one guy to take in
Yes.
anybody's fantasy football draft.
And they are
Yeah.
actually, the Panthers are actually about to kick off here in about 10 minutes. And Baker is going to play for about a quarter to a quarter and a half, but they are going to keep Christian McCaffrey on the sideline and not let him play in those.
Oh wow.
games.
Yeah, I think after we finish doing the show here, we're going to break down and get into some preseason action because a couple of games on today. And I keep forgetting we're on this West Coast time here, but yeah, things are about to kick off there on the East Coast, and then of course football action tomorrow night as well. So yeah, we're looking at Bills, Panthers, Seahawks, Cowboys, Chargers, Saints, Patriots, Raiders tonight. So a lot of things happening here, even in Las Vegas. A lot of folks getting ready to go over to Allegiant Field as Josh McDaniel takes on his old team there. Should be interesting there, even though preseason is going to be interesting to see how him and Bill Belichick meet.
This happened to me once before when we were drafting on a Saturday, and that Sunday preseason game, my top receiver got hurt.
Oh.
And it was just bad timing, right? But what we've seen across the league, and some of the big, the Rams, for a great example, is they rest their starters now during the preseason, avoiding the chance of getting hurt. So I was watching the news this morning talking about Brady might play this weekend, right? During the preseason.
Well, he's been missing in action. He was gone for.
So that's your theory.
Yeah.
The other theory is let's not get the guy hurt, right? So we don't want him to. What we already know what Brady can do.
Yeah. You know what, Dustin? I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sony Thompson. She might be at the game tonight. Check in with Sony sometime here this weekend and kind of get the skinny on what's going on in Tampa. But look, I think the Buccaneers are doing damage control. I think they got bombarded with so many questions from the media that they, because it would be shameful to put him out there. Yeah, we know what Tom Brady can do, but I think they're trying to do damage control. All right, you miss camp. Any other person that missed camp, we know he wouldn't be playing, or he'd probably be cut. If you're anybody other than Tom Brady, you miss 11 days of camp, you're gonna be cut, but not Tom Brady.
Yeah, they're definitely doing some damage control. And listen, are they the favorite to win the division? We talked about this. Yes, they are. But when it comes to Super Bowl favorites, I really have some big concerns about the Buccaneers. We talked about that offensive line having a lot of injuries. Brady, his weakness is pressure up the middle. So they've got a lot of stuff they got to work on to really gel to get going when the season starts.
Okay, I was quiet because I was picking the Chargers defense.
Well, while you were talking, Gene, I did sneak in a backup quarterback, and I'm taking division rivals here. I've got Justin Herbert as my starter, and I've got Derek Carr as my backup. So I really like those two quarterbacks.
I do like Derek Carr too.
Yeah, I thought about it, but
up with his old college buddy Devontae.
and I got Waller. I don't know what I was thinking about. So yeah, I missed out on that. So who's got Derek Carr? You got him?
He's my backup to Justin.
Yeah. See, okay, we're playing chess here, Dustin.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
you guys are beating each other up. We'll take the rest of the league will pass you guys up.
Okay, look, we are in round 10. And we are looking at so this is CC's crazy team with the 95th overall pick in the Sports Kings 2022 NFL Fantasy Football Draft, sponsored by Yahoo. Don't forget, players in this league, to get your $50 in. We can, but then I had problems with Venmo, so I got to find out. I don't know. I got. Is there another way we can get it to you besides Venmo?
Venmo, PayPal,
Zelle. Okay. All right. So then I would get that to you. Yeah. So we'll get that. So this is going to be an interesting league, guys. Feel free to talk junk, get in there and throw some shade or whatever. Just do, make.
It's already starting on my Texas.
Just get in there and talk some mess there. Yep. So what I do want to say is that you and Dustin got a lot of interested parties here. So, Dustin, you're going to win some money. If anybody in your family, your father-in-law gets in there and win, Is there any sharing of the pot there in the family?
No, listen. It gets competitive. Trust me. We both want. We first of all, I want to take you off the throne because you have won a couple of years.
Yep.
But yeah, it's also we've been playing back and forth for a couple of years, and he really wants to make sure he takes me down. I want to take him down. So it's on.
Hey, this is going to be great stuff here.
Okay,
So-
I've been quietly waiting for this one.
Oh, what we got here? Let me get
This
everybody
is
caught
a
up.
homer pick right here.
So,
Because
I
my
got.
college team is USC. So I'm going
Okay.
to go with my man, Drake London.
Oh my goodness! With the 100 pick
I think that's going to be well, it's not really a sleeper. People have been talking about him.
of
But I think it's going to be like we talk about the rookie receivers. I think that one's going to rise to the top.
oh my goodness, Drake London is gone.
He was a beast in college.
Yeah,
and
he
I
sure
saw
was.
firsthand what that would look like.
Yes. Oh, what do you think
So
about
the
that
ceiling
pick,
is
Dustin?
high. I think the ceiling's high.
Yeah, that's a good pick, really. to
It
me,
really
with the
is.
Falcons. With the Falcons, Pitts and London are really the main two targets
Yeah,
that's going to be out there. So they're going to have somebody to get the ball. And listen, sounds like Ritter's been looking really good there. So who knows? Maybe he comes in and plays sooner than we think.
Yeah. Oh man, because we didn't get to see him in that preseason game the other day, right?
Drake?
with
No.
with the Atlanta Falcons. Interesting though. What do you guys think about Mariota? I mean, here's a guy that's on his third team now. Is it?
Comeback candidate.
Could be another comeback player there. I mean, he's just been playing backup here for the last, couple of years there. But now he's got his own gig in Atlanta. What do you think, Dustin? He's in your division there with the Panthers.
Yeah, I think, it's good that he's going to be in some familiarity with his former offensive coordinator, Arthur Rhodes, in Atlanta. So they know each other. They worked well together when they were in Tennessee. So I think he could do some decent things. We all have kind of admitted that Atlanta has probably top to bottom one of the weaker rosters in the league. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with them, because that's what I'm saying, Gene. Think about this. You're Atlanta. You're kind of rebuilding. You're not really trying to win now. So if you get off to that slow start, do you want to keep going with a guy like Mariota, who is not the future?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go ahead and turn the keys over to Desmond Ridder and see what he can do and see if he can be your quarterback of the future?
Yeah, I know. Well, I tell you what, Mariota, he's got somebody breathing down his back, so it won't be that easy for him.
Right.
It's not going to be that easy for him. So
Because from what I've heard, Ritter's really impressed in his.
I've heard that, and I saw that too last week in that game. So, okay, 106 pick belongs to CC's Crazy Team. We are in the 11th round here of our 2022 NFL Fantasy football draft there on Yahoo. So, hey, you guys on Podbean Live, I'm sorry. I had to move the laptop away because it's now charging the phone, which has our video. So I had to make a choice of which one I wanted to give up. So they may not be able to hear me and Denny on Podbean Live, or they could hear me barely there. But we're still on. But anyway,
let me ask you this, Gene.
Uh-huh.
I need a defense, and Pittsburgh's defense is still sitting out there. So we know year in and year out they've been pretty consistent. So you tell me, are you still expecting that same strong defensive unit from the Pittsburgh Steelers this year?
Oh man, I'm gonna say as long as T.J. Watt is on that team, they picked up DeMarvin Leal from Texas A&M, to sort of feel like DeMarcus Dupree, kind of that little area back there. That defense is always good. Steelers always pride themselves on.
It's your pick.
I see here. You know what? I'm gonna take this Michael Carter guy on the Jets. As a running back there.
He's got some promise.
Good running back on a bad team. But yeah, I think you can't go wrong with. You're talking about the sack leader there. So that's points. Yeah. That's a lot of points. And he makes that defense kind of what it is. So that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think, and I agree with you. I do think they're going to have a strong defense, but I think I'm going to take one defense over them. And I really, again, I like what Denver's doing, and I think I'm going to take their defense. They add Randy Gregory to go along with Chubb on the other side. I like some of their corners. So think about the last couple of years. The defense is what's kept them in ball games, and they haven't had a quarterback to help them win games. Now they got Russell Wilson. So I think that Denver defense will be rejuvenated. So I'm going to take them as my defense.
All right. Okay. Huge Jazz Melons is on the board. I try to say that very non-offensive like. So, hey, guys, I want to take a minute and tell you the last time the Sports Kings did a fantasy football draft, and I have to give, the late Rod Johnson, Dustin, as you know, of course, didn't get a chance to meet him. Great guy, but Rod was the one that introduced me to fantasy football. I joined the fantasy football league, my first one was 2007 maybe, 2006. Anyway, so I was so dumb and naive. I didn't know anything about fantasy football. We did the draft at his house right before the Labor Day weekend or something. So this is only the second time we've ever did a live draft. So I was so dumb and naive. Guess who? With the first pick, I took a kicker. At everybody.
So the next question is, where did you finish in the league?
Oh, that particular year, I finished not last, but dead last, because my kicker got hurt. So I wasted the number one pick on a damn kicker. And then another year, they gave me a hard time about picking John Kitna, who was my quarterback. And so I tell you, we've come a long way here in fantasy football now. And Dustin can attest. Now, I have won a couple of fantasy football leagues now. I'm a lot better than I used to be.
You have improved. You have improved. Listen, you didn't have anywhere to go but up after you take a kicker.
After you take a kicker with the – and I was excited about that kicker, man. I'm like, woohoo. Wait a minute. I had the first pick, though. I mean, the overall pick. I had the first pick, and I took a kicker.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's my pick. It's my pick now. We're obviously getting late.
Dustin's definitive team.
You're taking some flyers, and I got to get my team name set up. But I'm gonna take another flyer on one. I've got a lot of receivers, but I'm gonna take one more. And think about this, Gene. You just talked about the weapons that left Green Bay. Who is Aaron Rodgers going to throw the ball to? And Alan Lazard always seems to be one of those trusty targets that Aaron Rodgers finds. So he should get some more targets this year. So I'm going to go ahead and I think take a chance on him as one of those sleeper wide receivers.
Wow. Okay. All right there. Hey, Tyler Lockett is still out there.
He is.
Yeah.
Guess who else is out there, Gene?
Chase Claypool.
Obviously, he's suspended for a while, but DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, hey, I got to take Chase Claypool, guys. There's just no way. I didn't even know he was on the board. That's a no-brainer. I mean, come on. Why would I not take Chase Claypool? Yeah, I just had to do that there. So, okay, Terry Hopkins is on the board. T-Hop, who you going to take? So, CC's crazy team took Tyler Lockett. See, people are listening to the show.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, I hope we're giving some good advice here. Cruz got Chris Godwin. Matthew Stafford, wow, the Super Bowl winning quarterback, went with the 116th pick. Wow.
I had him queued up. I didn't mention his name and hoping I can snatch him in 2 picks. But
Superfly, you're up there. So a lot of quarterbacks still out there. I'm just looking at the overall points. I got it queued up for points here.
All right, Mac Jones.
Oh.
That's my backup.
Cole Kmet is out there from the Chicago Bears. Kenny Golladay is out there. Mr. Rager's up. So Mac Jones, Superfly. And then you went Gesicki with the tight end for the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
How about that? Ryan Suckup, a kicker. Kicker's out there.
2 rounds left. Got to fill up your lineup.
Yeah. We got to, I tell you what, man. Cruz back up there. Who is Albert Okuwunbunum? Okay, I know I screwed that name up. But anyway.
Oh, tight end.
Dustin's you quiet there.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, with the Denver Broncos.
I need to add one more running back.
Darrell Henderson just got picked up by T-Hop. Darrell Henderson Jr. just got picked up by Terry Hopkins there. So I'm not going to tell who I'm picking next. And Denny, stop looking at my screen. Dustin's over there. Dustin, well, I know Dustin's not going to get my pick because I'm picking before Dustin.
That's right. That's right.
But
So
I think you guys know where I'm going. CC's crazy team is up on the board. CC's crazy team on the board. It's Mean Gene's turn.
Boy, that's a good pick.
I am going to take Tua Tagovailoa because I do have.
Quarterbacks?
Well, look, hey, I got to cover the bye weeks, man. Hey, I got 3 quarterbacks. Yeah, somebody, look, I got Tyreek Hill, so I'm looking for some combinations there. Yep, I got 3 quarterbacks. Believe it or not.
3 quarterbacks. Huh?
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to trade. See, I'm thinking about trade. Somebody's going to need a quarterback, trust me. So there's nothing like some good trade material. All right, Jamal Williams, Dustin. Hey, that's a good one. A good running back on a bad team.
That's right. He gets
I'm-
those goal line carries.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he even went this late with the 128th pick there. So Kadarius Toney is going to Hugh Jazz Melon. Okay. Log jamming is up there now. He's probably waiting for some advice. I would take
Jamming.
Jameis Winston.
Log jamming. He's done this before. He's
would take
waited
Jameis
to the
Winston.
end of a draft to draft a quarterback because he doesn't believe.
You got Justin Fields, you got Jameis Winston, you got Jared Goff, and he went with Treylon Burks.
I think he has 2 picks in a row.
You know what,
so
though?
he's gotta get a quarterback.
Hey, Treylon Burks is a damn good pick.
There's your
Oh
Arkansas
my
guy.
goodness!
So if
I forgot all about him.
log jamming is a Chicago Bears fan,
So he's going to get Justin Fields off the board.
it's set up for him right now. It's his pick.
Well, that or Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill. There's still some decent quarterbacks out there. Mariota is out there. Justin Fields, I'll say it again, is out there.
He did
How
get
about-
David
how about
Morgan,
this one, Gene?
Montgomery.
I think the best option out there. Now, obviously, they're going to feed Jonathan Taylor, but we just talked about it. Matt Ryan's prime.
Yeah,
Had a really good year in Indianapolis, and he's still sitting out there.
yeah. Wow, Kenny Galladay.
5 seconds.
He's on auto pick, so it's probably going to take
Justin
Fields.
Fields.
Yeah, he's on auto pick, so I saw that one coming. Dustin's definitive team with the 133rd
Well,
pick.
I guess I finally got to pick a kicker, right? So.
Oh, well, yeah. How many
Let's take a
spots
look
I
at
got
the
left?
kicker we got.
I don't have a kicker. Oh, dang. I don't have a kicker.
And listen, I see who I'm going to take. This guy.
Oh,
takes some
crap.
big Field goals week after week for the Chiefs. So I really like Harrison Butker for the Chiefs.
Yo, man. You know what? Okay, I got to get a kicker here because, good Lord. I'm going to take Young Ho Koo. This guy was, racking up some.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, he was racking them up there. So I think the Falcons are going to be kicking a lot of field goals this year. So I think my draft is complete.
No, you got.
No,
one
I got
more.
one more. Okay,
One
okay.
more. Back last round, 15th round.
Okay. So coming up on the last round here, 6 more picks left.
We did a good time.
Yeah, we did. We are doing pretty good here.
Gene, who is the starting tight end for the Steelers? Is it Freiermuth?
Freiermuth is going to be the starting tight end for the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Guess
going
what?
to.
Another young receiver that's out there, Gene, is the rookie Chris Olave from Ohio.
Oh
State.
yeah, I had him queued up there, Dustin. I don't know. Let's see. Are you picking before me, Dustin? I think you are. And no. But somebody's going to get him before. So let's see here. All right. What do we got here? Oh my goodness! Somebody got him. See, Dustin, you can't say this, man.
I can't say.
They look. They know that we are a sports talk show, guys. They're gonna take our advice. We're gonna have to watch what we say here.
I'm being too nice.
Yeah, you are. Watch.
I'll say one more. And this
Hey,
might
Cole
take away from
Kmet.
me again, but how about in Jacksonville? We talked about them adding Christian Kirk. They also added Evan Ingram. And he's
Oh
still out there as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Evan Ingram is good. Yeah. Hey, Cole Kmet is good too.
He is.
Someone
he just went off.
he just went off the board. Trevor Lawrence goes to Jacob. Jacob believes in the Jaguars. That's the baby Fabio. They call
That's
Trevor Lawrence.
Sunshine.
So, yeah, is that what they call him?
Then on Remember the Titans, Sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't cut that hair. I think he's
Oh, my turn. I need to
probably Superfly in the 14th round for us. We're almost done here with our 2022 fantasy football draft coming to you from Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. It's Friday. The folks are checking in and getting ready to have a great time here. It's always nice to see everyone just come in with the excitement look on their face. They know they're about to have a great time here at this hotel. A lot of places to go inside the Virgin Hotels. A lot of things to do inside this hotel. The Shag Room. You always want to go to the Shag Room as soon as you walk in here and cool off with some of those nice beverages they got. And if you're feeling like, you want some pizza, they got the Pizza Forte right over here to my left. And the Kitchen at Commons got some great food there. When you're in Vegas, you have to come here and see what we're talking about. Just don't take our word for it. You got to come down here and see this. And of course, one of these days I'm gonna get a steak over there, Dustin. I went by and I saw Patrick yesterday, Dustin.
When we're out there next time, Gene,
we're gonna go get us a steak, man. We got to. Very nice, cool, comfortable place, man. And then
There you go.
what we got? So we are into the 15th round now. Only like 8 more picks left. This draft is gonna be over. We're gonna end the show and see how things go. We're gonna keep the show on record to see who. If you suck, man, we're gonna play all this back. If you suck this year, we cannot wait to the championship round of the fantasy football. Hey, we'll be here out in Vegas, Dustin. In the last couple of weeks. Yeah. So only 5 more picks left.
We're gonna have a lot of receipts from all of these shows by the end of the year. So with division winners and all that, we're gonna have some receipts.
Oh man, let's see who's the best player left on it. But Jameis Winston is still out there.
DeAndre Hopkins taken.
When is he coming back anyway?
I think it's
7.
6 games.
Yeah, 7th game.
Yeah, seventh game. Yeah.
So wow, so many good players still out there. Marcus Mariota. I'm not going with another quarterback. I'm done.
Don't do a fourth quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that at all. But I do see somebody that I'm gonna pick who has impressed me in the preseason, and he's gonna be my last pick of the draft. I don't have a lot of running backs.
It's probably the player that I want.
Yeah, I do. Okay, it's going to be Garrett Wilson of the New York Football Jets, or here's the Football Giants. Anyway, the Jets.
I'm gonna take my last pick with a guy who's got a new team in Tennessee, with them running with Derrick Henry and running that play action. I'm gonna take Austin Hooper.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's a good one, Dustin. That is a good one. Yeah, I agree with that one. Hey guys on Podbean, I know you. We're still here on our draft. I had to turn the sound down so we could make sure we had our video portion going. But anyway, we're about to wrap it up here on the show. So just hang in there tight for a couple of more minutes. So is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Draft complete. So
draft is complete, guys. So hey, you know what? Thanks everyone for listening out there, because I know a lot of people have not done their fantasy football draft, so they probably are going to use this show, this podcast, to for their future draft picks. So hopefully we provided some good
tidbits,
insights to you. We're going to say goodbye to our man and let him enjoy the rest of his vacation. Dustin, glad we got the technology worked out. Hey, how about we give Mr. Picks a shout out for hooking us up with this new technology?
Mr. Picks hits on another one. Nice job. And everything seemed like it ran smooth today. So glad to be on here. And also can't wait to be back on the air tomorrow and talk some NFC East.
Yes, sir.
NFC East, yeah. Oh, and by the way, folks, I'm glad you said that. So we're going to have Patrick Leonard from the New York Daily News, covers the New York Giants. And Dustin, we're going to interview him a little early because he's got an engagement to do. But me and Denny are going to interview him around noontime tomorrow We'll talk off the air if you're available. We can get you in on the interview. If not, then I'll shoot you a copy of it so you know what his talking points were, so we get all that together. Anyway, so this is behind-the-scenes production work, folks, that you're listening to now. But anyway, Dustin, go ahead and enjoy yourself, man. Say hi to the family, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the Sports King Show.
Cheers, Dustin.
Thanks, Gene.
All right.
Back on. Y'all enjoy yourself out
Okay.
there.
All right,
Thanks,
Dustin. Thanks a lot, man. So, hey, everyone else there that's listening, we are going to wrap it up here in Las Vegas for today anyway. We'll be back tomorrow on the Sports King Show to talk about the NFC East. So if you're a Cowboys fan, if you're a Commanders fan, Eagles fan, or New York Giants fan, we'll pray for you. But anyway, make sure you jump in and listen to the show tomorrow. So anyway, hey, thanks for coming on, folks. Thanks for being part of our broadcast here from Virgin Hotels Las Vegas. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.